Hey, beloved ones, how are you? Are you all right? Don't forget to change your mind because it'll change your life. I love it, so I'm definitely going to keep it. So, you guys, make sure you hit that subscribe button somewhere around there so you guys never miss a video. And I'm super excited to take you guys on my journey to being a worldwide actress. I just officially, great news, became a co-host to the DNA podcast. So you guys make sure you tune in. Make sure you guys keep streaming. Keep doing what you need to do to make it go up in them numbers because this podcast is super dope. So I'm going to give you guys a little bit of it, a little bit snippet of it because like I said, this YouTube channel is actually for you guys to go along with me on my successful journey becoming a worldwide actress. And I'm just super excited to be a part of this podcast. My beloved ones, I'm telling y'all, you can do it too. Just keep being consistent, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and get this in the video. So make sure you guys like, subscribe, and share, and catch the next live DNA podcast May 16th, and I'll put the link in the description box below. So make sure you guys set your calendars, set your alarms, because it's going down.
Identity. Are y'all ready?
We ready.
Let's get into it.
Right. So today's topic, don't forget you guys, if you're viewing in, send your questions, your response, I'll read them. We're going to do what we do today. Today we're going to be talking about identity, but don't forget you have an option to win a Purpose Pains book. Hashtag DNA. Tell me what does DNA stand for. The person who gets it right will be added to the bucket, and we will pull a number before the end of the show. And you can win a free signed copy of Purpose Pains, my book that's out right now. And also comment and share. The person who comment and share the most will also get a prize as well. So you guys ready to start with identity? Why did I choose identity? I chose this topic because I really was excited about it because I feel like we're in a society now where a lot of people are really confused about who they are, and they're walking around here not really knowing who they are and who they belong to. And I really just want to encourage people because right now I'm tired of talking about the coronavirus. I'm tired of talking about COVID-19. Jesus, let it be over. But, I really feel like we need to start helping people to find their true identity because it's sad when people leave this earth not knowing who they are and what they can truly bring and fulfill in life because they lack a knowledge of who they are. So when you guys think about identity, what do you guys think about? Somebody chime in?
I'll go. When I hear identity, I think about basically what it is, who you are.
Mm-hmm.
And regardless of, and when I hear identity now, when I hear identity, I think of it as who you are that Jesus says you are, because a lot of people will say a lot of things about you, but that's not who you are. Like, for example, when people say, like, if you're like names like you're slow or you crazy or you stupid or you this and that and third, or you bad, or you know what I mean? It's not what you do. It's that makes you who you are. It's not what people call you is what makes you really who you are, because it's like we attract more so to what bad things people say about us than versus what God says, and that it will cause confusion on who we really are, because God tells you who you really are by just reading your word and getting in a relationship with him. Because when you truly know who you are, you cannot get offended. You don't get offended. You always have peace. You always have joy, and you always can walk into the fullness of what God has for you and what he already planned, because he already ordered your steps. You might as well follow him. You know what I mean? So that's what identity means for me. Now, before identity, before I, got a revelation of it, identity just meant everything that anybody else would think it would mean. Well, I ain't gonna say anybody else, but just like like I was saying, like if people calling you this, okay, well maybe I must be that, or maybe that's who I am. You know what I mean? But that's really not. And so that's what it was before and after.
That's true. That's true. Piggybacking off of what you said, it's like sometimes we do that and we don't realize that we do it because, like, I don't know why is we are the way that we are, how we gravitate more to the negative. As you said, we'll gravitate more to the negative than the positive. And sometimes, you know, people will say this, that, and the other about you, and then even though you don't want to believe it in your mind, you start to believe that, and then sometimes it'll manifest because you believed it so much, and your brain tells it, it's like, well, that's what you are, so be that. But you know. And I really feel like you won't truly know who you are until you get to know Christ, because the definition of identity, I'm always with the definitions. The definition of identity is the fact of being who or what a person or thing is. And I know who I am. I am beautiful. I am beautifully and wonderfully made because He said I am. I am everything that He says I am. Like, you really won't know who you truly are. Like, you are unique. He made like our fingerprint. He made us with all our own purpose and our own destiny and our own. Like, you really truly won't know who you are until you know who Christ is.
Amen.
And I tried not to get so deep, but I did. But
no, we gonna get deep over here.
So
that's good.
That's really all I had. It's like, really, like, in the story, you really won't truly know who you are, your identity, and who you're supposed to be until you really know Christ in some type of way.
Right.
Now, I want to piggyback back off of what she just said that the Lord gave me right now. And He said, just remember, if you want to start somewhere, start in the beginning. He said, let's make man in our own image. And who is God? He is perfectly made.
Girl, shut your mouth. I got that verse wrote down.
Yeah, me too. Yes.
The Holy Spirit just told me to say that when you were speaking.
The funny thing about searching and really studying, because I study before I even bring anything to you guys, because God had to deal with me first. And He kept taking me back to the Old Testament, to Genesis, a lot of today's scriptures that I have. And because it has to start from the beginning, understanding where we came from.